Hey beautiful, I'm Sunshine Rains. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reviewing my vision board for 2022 and all the things that came true. We're going to talk a little bit about how everything came true. There may be some pictures and videos inserted here and there of the confirmations. It's still January while I'm uploading this video, so vision boards are really popular right now. And I just wanted to share my success story of my vision board to motivate you and give you some inspiration and hope and confidence in your dreams coming true. So before we dive into everything that's actually on the vision boards, I kind of want to talk a little bit about how I use my vision board throughout the year. Everything that I wanted to do, everything that I wanted to be, everything that I wanted to see in 2022, I wrote out a list for it. Then I went to my local library to see if they had any extra magazines, and they gave me a bunch of magazines. Like, go to your local library and see if they have any old magazines. Like, my library had magazines from like 2017. So they were like, yeah, basically you can take anything that's not from the past 2 years. So I racked up on magazines. The next thing that I did was take that list and take all those magazines, flip through all the magazines to see if anything on that list was in that magazine. So I have a picture of a yoga mat right here. And on my list, it was to do yoga every day. So with that yoga mat on here, I knew every time I looked at that yoga mat, my intentions with putting it on here was that I would do yoga every day, not just yoga, you know. So I kind of got specific with my pictures that I was putting on here. So what I essentially ended up doing was attaching a certain feeling or visualization or idea to each picture that I cut out. Once I had that list finished and I had everything cut out, I started placing things around to see where I wanted to put it. And it's ended up looking like this. Can you see it? Yeah, it ended up looking like this. It's in a scrapbook. This is basically a huge scrapbook, and my intentions with getting the scrapbook was to use it for vision boards. So I have a few on here. I have a few different vision boards in here. Best idea I ever had was to get a scrapbook and make it into your vision board book. So let's talk about how I used it. Every morning or some point throughout the day, most times in the morning when, you know, my mind is fresh and I want to start the day off on a good foot, I would incorporate visualizing into my routine. So I would just look at it, I would go through it, and I would say, you know, all those attachments that I had to each image, I would say them, I would feel myself in it, I would just get happy, like knowing that all of this is coming true. That I think is the most important thing that I did, was getting happy and excited for all of these things coming true. And then the most important step is to let it go. Like, being a manifesting generator, my thing is I am supposed to respond to situations. So I'm supposed to put out in the energy. I'm supposed to put out what I want, the things that I desire, and then when they come to me, when the opportunity comes, I'm supposed to act on those opportunities. So that's what I did. And I would do that every day. Some days I didn't look at it. Some weeks I didn't look at it. But at the end of the year, most of these things came true. So the moment we've all been waiting for, let's get into everything that came about. Starting with the first page. This right here, it is a picture of the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill's album cover. And my intentions with this is me starting my journey as an artist and releasing music, which I did. Go stream my music everywhere, Sunshine Rains. This one is an iPad, and I wanted an iPad. It kind of came true because my aunt let me borrow her tablet she wasn't using, so it kind of came true. But then I didn't even use it, so I didn't really need it. But still came true. Planning your adventures. This was just to make sure that I planned everything, that I wrote everything out, and that came true because I definitely had a lot of things happen, and my planner, that was another thing that I wanted to do, to just plan everything out for the year. Okay, the second one is the podcast for people in the know. Now, this one was a big one because I have a podcast called Life Lessons with My Reflection, and I just wanted it to be a very captivating, the best podcast that I could put out, and it did good. Like, look at the numbers, look how many people it reached. I had people telling me like, I love your podcast, I listen to it every morning to start my day. And I used to post every day on a podcast, and then I kind of like fell off a little bit, but it wasn't just because I wasn't into it anymore. It just wasn't the time for me to do that. I had to focus on other things. But the podcast is crazy. And then going back, like I used to do readings, I would do reflections, I would do I would just talk about stuff I was experiencing and life lessons that I was learning, and movie reviews and book reviews, and having conversations with other people on there as well. And looking back at it this year, like listening back to the ones that I did around this time last year, it's like, wow, like it's documenting the growth. And it's not just, it not only helped me, but it helped so many people around the world. So that was a very great manifestation. The next one is successful, because I wanted to be successful in everything I did, and not necessarily like having a certain amount of money, you know what I'm saying, but just successful to me, like with the artists, with me releasing my music. It's successful because I've reached so many people with my music, because it's helping people, because my YouTube is successful. Shout out to me and you, because we reached 300 subscribers today, January 24th, recording this, and it's just like everything is successful. Everything that I do is successful. Like I put my mind to it, I set my intentions, and I make sure that everything is good, you know? What else? Okay, this one is a picture of two girls hugging, and it says, be there for them. Our friends are amazing. And I definitely manifested friends. I manifested a best friend. I manifested relationships and friendships, like communication skills. I have more of a bond with people. I have new friendships. I've restored old friendships. I've improved current friendships. So I kind of, because before this year, I was kind of in a state of isolation. And so this was my year to reconnect. Like last year was the getting back in the field year. So that definitely came true. This one is just me right here on somebody's computer screen or somebody's screen making videos and being comfortable on camera. A star is born, literally. A star is born. And these two, best skincare ever, is out the way my acne scars. I would say my skin is doing pretty great. I have officially like dedicated myself and disciplined myself to actually do my skincare every night, do my mask once a week, do my scrub once a week. Like I'm committed to making my skin the best that it can be. Next we have She's the Boss. She's the Boss, which is just my mentality, like knowing what I want out of life, going for what I want, working for myself, creating and being financially independent, and working for me, doing what I love, being paid to be me. That's what that was. And that definitely started, like 2022 was the beginning of my real self-employment and me having success and joy and happiness from doing what I love and being able to like create and get paid to create. And it was just so fun. Okay, this one is a birthday candle, and this was just to remind me of me having a great birthday and my daughter also having a great birthday, which is, those happen. We had great birthdays. And this is just spending more time with me and my daughter, having more quality time, just having a great year, doing fun things, teaching her, spending time, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I forgot this one, but the face brush just went into my skincare routine and taking care of myself. This one came true. So this was for, what was it? Non-traditionally decorating for Christmas, which really came true because first of all, I live with my mom right now. I've been living with her since September, and like I had to move out of my own apartment. Me and my daughter stayed in our own apartment up until like for the last 3 years I was in my own apartment. Then I moved back in my mom in September, and we decorated for Christmas. We had a little mannequin tree, and it was so cute with books and stuff. We non-traditionally decorated for Christmas, and we had a great Christmas. Like, it was the perfect Christmas. I wasn't really able to buy anybody anything, but it was the first Christmas in a long time where I got gifts from everybody else. It was just perfect. And my daughter got a lot of gifts, and we just spent time with family. I saw family I hadn't seen in years. So it was really great. Let's see. Okay, this is a big one. my I am. See, it's a hoodie, but it says Texans, but I put the words I am over it because I wanted to release my hoodies, and they are released. So if you want to go get you one, it's not the I am hoodie technically, but it's an affirmation hoodie. It says I love my life on the front, and it has a list of affirmations on the back. So not only are we affirming to ourselves, but we're affirming to everybody who sees us. We're making people say their affirmations. Low key. So those are out. If you want to get you one, get you one. I'll be dropping a new color soon and more hoodie styles and things of that nature as this year unfolds. But just stay tuned for this year because so many things are happening. What's next? Mama knows best. That's just my journey as a mom, being more balanced as a mom, finding my way as a mom, and just being the best mom that I could be for myself, for my daughter. Yeah, and I could definitely say that came true. Like, my daughter is amazing. I'm amazing. I love being a mom. I love seeing her grow and stuff every day. It's just perfect. This one, these two, the yoga mat and her meditating, those was my intentions, to meditate and do yoga every day. Now, will I say I did it every single day? No. But will I say I've done it more than I've ever done it in my life? Yes, I've done it. I didn't even meditate or do yoga before, I think, like the end of like 2021. Yeah, 2021 is when I started those practices. 2022 is when I intentionally did it. And I just kept doing it, and it literally has improved my life so much. I'm so in tune with myself. I'm flexible. I feel my body. Like, starting my mornings off with yoga, it's just top tier practice. I recommend it to everybody. This is just a field of flowers. It's just a background for the 333, but that's just being spiritually aligned, like, you know, with angel numbers and being in tune and in sync with the universe and listening to all the messages that are sending me and being in tune with myself and the creator and really walking this path. Like, you know, I'm really about that life. Like, that's what that was for, spirituality and stuff. This is a stack of books because I really wanted to start reading more. Before 2021, I stopped reading. Like, I didn't really read much, but when I was younger, growing up as a teenager, as a child, I would read all the time. I would read so many books, and it was one of my favorite pastimes to just get lost in a book. And 2022 is when I really started reading again. I read so many books, and it was also to go back into the podcast, to do book reviews, and just being able to get paid basically to read, being paid to do what I love. So that definitely came true, and that was super exciting because now I read so much. Now, 2022 was actually the year I started going to the library. I got a library card, and me and my daughter, we went to the library almost every week, and we got books and we read so much. I've seen so many children books and so many different books, and yeah, it was definitely fun. This one is just fashion, being a fashion icon, really dressing up again, getting recognized for my fashion sense. And that came true because on TikTok I do like get ready with me, get dressed with me and stuff, and I post some inspiration pics on Pinterest and stuff, and I'm getting good feedback. Like, people really acknowledge my fashion sense, so that just makes me really happy sitting here thinking about it. It makes me really happy that I can express myself and my love for fashion and get good feedback and inspire other people too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes me happy when people like what I put on, because I put it on. And we messed up, put it on, and my clothes. But not for real. This is another one, dates, because I wanted to start going out on dates, and that came true. Was it a mission to go on at least a date a month? I think that's what I wrote down initially, going out on a date a month, whether that was just with me, myself, or going on a date with a friend, or like, you know, a little love interest, if you shall call it. And I didn't go on a date every month, but I definitely went on more dates than I've went on in the past few years, and I enjoyed myself. I really enjoyed myself. I really did. And that went into me embracing my femininity. Like, that came with me opening up to my femininity. Like, I had to grow my femininity first before, you know, I was able to go out on dates for real, before that became a regular thing for me. This one, creating treasure out of trash, was just me flipping clothes, flipping furniture. I did flip a lot of clothes. I actually have a video on my channel if you want to watch it. It's of me flipping clothes inspired by Pinterest finds. And yeah, I still haven't worn all those things I made, but they're cute. I just haven't worn them yet. But yeah, I also flipped some more clothes. And me and my mom are starting to flip furniture, but that's starting literally today after recording this video a little bit, probably in like 2 hours. But yeah, flipping, turning treasure into creating treasure out of trash definitely became real. The next thing that we manifested was creating new music and menus. Now, initially, my intention was to just create music too. And then also, let's talk about a couple of them. This one was to get a nomination or recognition for music, and this one is just being in the studio, recording music, playing instruments and stuff. So initially, that was just creating music in general. That was just creating music in general. But now looking at it, I literally created new music. Like, I create a lot of mantra loops. I have a playlist on my channel if you want to check those out. And I do a channeled mantra every month. Like, that's new in its entirety. Like, I've never heard of somebody channeling instead of doing readings, because I used to do a lot of readings last year. And I feel like the year before I did a lot of tarot readings. Individual readings, like collective readings, like on the podcast I was saying, did a lot of readings. And I took that reading aspect and I combined it with my love of music. So now I create channeled mantras for the collective each month. That came true because I create mantras now, so it's pretty cool. And then this became true as well because what, y'all? Oh, because I'm recording music and I make music now. And then this one, just getting recognized. I haven't really won an award, but my Spotify playback, like my Spotify Wrapped for my artistry, for my music, was phenomenal. Seeing how I only released music a month before it dropped. Like, there were people that listened to me and I was in their top, like, you know how they say this is your top artist you listen to? I was in people's top artists, like, in a month. Like, that's just phenomenal to me. Expert ideas, that definitely came true. Like, my ideas are out of this world. Like, I literally keep me a notepad because my ideas, they just come and come and come, and then I just need to keep track of it so I don't get lost, and so I can continue to do what I'm doing and then get to these other ideas later. So that's a good tip. Keep you a notebook with you at all times so you can write things down, or you can do it in your phone. I'm more of a notebook person though, because it kind of forces me to slow down. I can always just look at it. I don't have to open my phone to do it. I can just open my handy dandy notebook, and I feel like Steve a little bit from Blue's Clues, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, I would say like all the money ones, like Making Millions, Money's, Forbes 30 over 30, Owning Your Retirement, your 401k. I wouldn't say those manifested specifically like I made $1 million, but I know I have made $1 million somewhere in the future based off all of the things that I did in 2022, based off the things that I created, based off of what I started, based off of just everything that I did. Like, it's already guaranteed that I'm going to get to $1 million. It's already guaranteed. What else? The dream team, which was just a team behind me, and I do have a dream team right now. I have my mom and me, and we are doing a pretty good thing. We have weekly meetings. We bounce ideas off of each other. She handles like events and poetry submissions and things like that. And what else does she do? She posts on my Facebook page for me because I'm not a Facebook girl, but she does my Facebook for me. And yeah, great team. And that's just the beginning. Like, eventually I'm gonna need a whole bunch more. So, but for now I have the dream team because that's all I need. So that came true. This one is the flipping furniture, which came true. I did flip some furniture last year. I flipped my table. I did a video of that on my TikTok. I flipped, what else did I flip? I renovated my whole apartment. And then me and my mom are flipping the furniture, but it's 2023 now. But you know, we started the idea and the process of getting everything together for it last year, but we're just physically starting working on our first project today. What else? This is just getting in tune with my money, like having a great conversation with money and stuff. And this is true. Every month I create a budget. So I now have conversations with money. Like before I didn't really have conversations with money, but now I have whole conferences with money every week. So at the beginning of every month, like the first day of the month, I create a budget. I write it out. I draw it all out of all the money I'm going to spend, like my recurring bills, like Apple storage, Google Photos, rent, and things like that. And then the things I think I'm going to spend, like groceries and gas and household stuff like that. And then the miscellaneous things, like things I'm doing specifically that month. That's not every month. Like, okay, so say this month is, well, next month is my daughter's birthday party, or if I want to go to an event or something like that. Like Christmas would have been Christmas gifts, so miscellaneous. And then on the back I write out all my streams of income, and I have it separated for each week so I can calculate how much money I brought in. And then at the end of the month I tally up everything together. I see what I spent, I see what I made, and it just repeats itself every month. So yeah, this came true. I really have conversations with money now. Like I calculate everything. This one, plants, this didn't really come true. I didn't really grow anything. This year, last year. This one is a text message. This is just a text talking about friends and plans that they want to make with their friends, which is something that I wanted to do because coming out of that post-isolation that I was talking about, getting back in touch with my friends, reaching out, making plans, going out, which definitely came true. I definitely had a couple girls' nights, went out with my friends, talked with friends, texted with friends, and stuff like that. Oh, what I was talking about, the budget, that kind of went into the doing my budget every month with the calculator over here. This was just me, once again, being on FaceTime, answering the phone, talking to people, reaching out to people, connecting with people, which came true. Reflections, which is my reflection, which is my username, my handle, my website, and that shit was just seeing, like, it's on a computer. So I just wanted that to be successful. I just wanted that to be a thing. And I believe 2022 was really the year that I started putting myself on camera, or it might have been the end of 2021, but I really started putting myself out there. Like at first I was just using my podcast and then taking clips of the podcast and using it for videos, or I would use my hands in a video, or I would be like this. I didn't want to be on camera, but now look at me. What else? Oh, this one right here with the little girl. It's some diaper rash cream, and it's a girl sitting down, and that was just my intention to have my daughter potty trained, or have progress in my potty training, which is pretty good, pretty true, because now she goes to the potty like without me prompting her to. Sometimes I still have to prompt her to, but she's pretty much potty trained. So that goes back into me just being a good mom and having everything, where is it at? Mama knows best. Having everything balanced as a mom. What else do we have? Oh, we have 71, which signifies 71 Solutions by my friend Scott. I'm doing some work for him, some creations for him on 71 Solutions, his book that he wrote, and I highly suggest you check that out. I also wrote blogs for him. I used to write blogs, but I got tired of writing blogs, so I was like, we got to come up with something else. So mantras is definitely the way. This heart, it just symbolizes love, embodying love, being love, radiating love, things of that nature. This again was just having a good conversation with money, having a good relationship with money, being able to look money in the eye, not being afraid of money, building my relationship with money. This one is just traveling. I didn't get on a plane this year, well, last year, but I did travel a lot. I traveled to new places, I saw new things, so that came true. This one right here is just me making clothes and sewing, which came true. I created a gown. I created a Sweet 16 gown this past year. Like I said, that video of me flipping clothes I did. I sold a couple things this year, and I made a couple patterns. I made like a shirt. I have a bunch of little creations on my TikTok that I sold together, so that was cool. This one, achieving your financial goals, starts here, and it started last year with my, I think I actually started the budgeting in 2021, like the end of it, but I took it really a lot more serious in 2022. And I watched a lot of videos and just really worked on my money mindset. So it definitely 2022. And even when I was doing my one for January, my budget for January, I was like, this is crazy, because I didn't really receive a lot of income last year from my personal like creative endeavors and things, and the things that I'm doing now, like YouTube and the podcast and brand deals and stuff like that. But I was looking at it and I was like, wow, like I'm gonna be able to look back at exactly how much money I made and just see the growth, like compare it from everything. So that's fun. So the next one was this one right here, and if you can see, it says our new ambassador, and this is a girl in front of a camera, which definitely came true because I am a brand ambassador for 2 companies. I'm a brand ambassador for Unclouded, which is a natural, vegan, chemical-free hair company. They have braiding hair, they have wigs, they have accessories, appliances, and products for your hair. And yeah, if you want to check them out or use my code Sunshine Reigns for money off your order, please do so. I'm also a brand ambassador for NYX period underwear. Yeah, so that came true. This is the beginning of my brand ambassador journey, so stay tuned, mark my words, so many more things coming this year. Yeah, and just being on camera, like my YouTube, that's growing. Being on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, and just being on camera, being in front of the camera, being comfortable, making ads and stuff for people, like doing trending sounds and da 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 da. Like it's here. It all came true. Oh, period panties code. My reflection _ Nick's love. Use that code for money off at checkout. Let's see what else we have. What's the word? Now that was just me writing, and also this one up here, all she wrote, was just me writing, me being more fluent in poetry, me making songs, and me just being more confident in my words and my voice and the things that I have to say. And 2 more mother-daughter moments. For, first of all, I just realized I really manifested that one. Mother-daughter moments for not only me and my daughter. We had great, you know, we had a great year, great bond, really grew. But also me and my mom. And I live with her now. And our bond has really, it's crazy. It's just divine how everything happens. Like, our bond wouldn't be what it is, or like our current relationship status wouldn't be what it is had I not had to move back here. Because I was in a whole nother city. Like, I didn't see her. I saw her maybe like a couple times a month, if that, sometimes. Like, and then I'm not really a phone person, so I didn't really call people. And that's why I had this on here and this text message, because I needed to call people more. I needed to talk on the phone, especially if I lived in a city where most of the people that I knew didn't live. So anywho, child, that manifested, because now our relationship is better than it's been. And this kind of goes into that too, finally, family, which was just the family aspect and dynamic, because I knew I was missing that, especially being in a different city for 3 years. Well, 2 at the time I made this. That made it the 3rd year. But I didn't really have that connection with my family for real. So finally, family. And it's just, and that's even like I was saying on Christmas, how I saw family I hadn't seen in years. It was just amazing to see all this stuff unfold in the way that it did. Like I probably would have never expected things to unfold the way that they did, but it all basically came true. And it's just amazing. So if you needed a sign to create a vision board, baby, take this as one. You can literally manifest the life of your dreams. And I already created a vision board for this year, but I did it a little differently this time. I still did the list of all the things I wanted to become true for this year. But instead of using magazines, I just went on Pinterest and downloaded pictures, put them on a page and printed them out, cut them out and put them on here. I don't really feel comfortable showing it, but yeah, that's what I did. But I definitely will show it at the top of next year so you can see everything that came true. So yeah, this is definitely a ritual of mine now, starting at the beginning of the year or towards the end of the year, creating a vision board for all the things that I want to come true in the next year. So I hope this inspired you. I really encourage you to create a vision board of your own and look at it and meditate and visualize and just get happy for all the things that's coming. Be on the lookout for the channel mantras for this month. Be on the lookout for so much music coming from me. I plan on dropping a song every month. I already dropped a song this month. It's the I Love Going Shopping mantra. Next month, I'm dropping a song, not just a mantra, but a song, like with the verse and the chorus and all that stuff. So yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more inspiration, encouragement, motivation, and a little bit of entertainment. Ooh. Okay, maybe a lot of bit of entertainment. I know that's right. But anywho, I love you. I'll call you back.